What's up, amigos? This is Alex, and for tonight, I'm gonna tell you guys a very scary story, which involves the death of a lovely woman who was literally bullied all her life throughout suicide. So, therefore, let us begin. 1 year ago, back in 1989, a beautiful woman named Lauren actually went to a high school where she could fit in with everyone. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. The bullies like to pick on everyone. She went to the school to study for her social studies. And everyone thought of her as a weird person. So they just treated her like she was just a plain old outsider, a creepy fellow. But she did nothing wrong. So they just decided to pick on her as if she was like fresh meat to them. Kind of like an inspiration from Carrie. And they actually tried. They literally tried to really go really far with her. They literally scared her for no apparent reason. She was just trying to live her life, like try to fit in throughout high school, fall in love, go to homecoming or possibly prom around senior year, you name it. But unfortunately, they wouldn't allow it. They did something that would literally drive her insane. So some say that she would just be an ordinary girl, but unfortunately, she would just act all creepy. So they just wanted her to get lost. So they just had to get rid of her somehow. And as soon as the early time came, they actually did something that would literally get her killed, which they already did anyway, but they just did like they didn't even care. So they just went on ahead and just did a harmful prank that would literally murder her. So they just went out and murdering her anyway throughout the prank, and then they eventually crossed the line, and they dumped her body in, what should I say, just buried her body in the backyard where the football area was. And then after that, they just pretend like the whole thing was just an elaborate hoax to everyone, making everyone think that she committed suicide when really it was just plain murder. Then after that, they just went on with their day. But then she swore to plot her revenge someday. So they just decided to find her and exterminate her. her ghost is said to haunt the high school. No matter how harsh you are. She doesn't care if you're innocent or guilty. She'll still come and kill you, even though she'll think you're one of them. So, the best thing to do with high school ghosts is to that haunt the high school is just to run. Do not attempt to literally piss them off or whatnot. And she was literally heartbroken and literally pissed. And what the heck happened? She was terrified. So rumor and legend has it, like whenever they break in at night, her ghost would be there to haunt them, no matter what. But she was always there, waiting for the right moment to come out and surprise them. But she was just literally trying to let them know, "Get out!" And then they will end up panicking, screaming, and running for their lives as if they saw a ghost. She was all like, I want you out of my skull. I want. You know, like, what do you say? Yeah. And then that's when they ran off. So they literally did. And some say she literally did witchcraft at the high school in the basement area where the janitor basically likes to keep his stuff in. So they had no choice but to close down the school. And then eventually they got out of there. And it's best not to go to that school. It's best to leave it abandoned at all times. So, what they honestly did was they basically closed down the school straight away right before they could do anything else. Because rumor says that her corpse still buries within the high school in the football field, someplace there. And whenever you go there at night, you'll see a shadowy figure of a girl at night there, only if you trespass or break in. And she'll come for you no matter what. So, she basically just comes after you, telling you to leave or die. Because there's demons in there that she's trying to conquer. But eventually she will release them later on. Which is something you don't want to go through it with her at all. So there would be countless demons all over the place, no matter what. And she would try very hard to keep people out. But people would misunderstand and mistake her for like an entity or whatever. But that wasn't the case. She was trying very hard to get rid of them. To make sure no possessions happen. So she was trying very hard to basically hold all the demons in the high school as best as possible. She was trying very hard to prevent the devil from coming in. Eventually he will break out. So during the full moon, during a blood moon from the full moon, he would rise from the pentagram, from the gateway of hell, to seek his revenge on the girl who sealed him away. But he just did not care. He wanted to play games, but she wouldn't let him. She tried very hard to keep all high schoolers from coming in. But did the high schoolers listen? Nope. They would end up getting possessed anyway. But, anyhow, she would literally try her very best to save lots of countless souls from entering the underworld. But she attempts to fail at her mission. But she still does look creepy by her soulless black eyes. But at the same time though, she still haunts the high school no matter what. But unfortunately, being a ghost can be quite heartbreaking and depressing. But she just tries to be understandable with people. But she tried very hard to prevent the Dark Lord from coming in. So she literally tries to keep him sealed away as best as possible. And so she learned that doing witchcraft was bad news. So she tried very hard to basically burn the book, but the book of witchcraft was a big fat no-no because that only makes things worse. You're just letting the devil in. But as soon as everyone made it out, they decided not to go there around Halloween night because rumor has it that the ghost of a creepy looking girl haunts that high school at night. So it's best not to go there, otherwise you will vanish out of nowhere. So they just basically stayed away from the high school. And after that, everyone decided to move away where the devil had failed. And the creepy girl has succeeded. So, the little girl had fulfilled her mission and was sent to heaven because they had accused her of being something that she's not. But she successfully made it. And then the devil was cast back to hell, for whence he came, alongside his demonic and his demonic minions. And that was the very last they ever saw of her. Well, that's the end of this horror story called The Creepy Girl of the called The Haunting of the High School. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And please make sure you feel free to blast that like button, and please make sure you feel free to obliterate that bloody subscribe button only if you're new to this channel. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, amigos. And have a happy Halloween.